Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So wanted to come on here very impromptu, as you can see, and really quickly just have a little chat about the 3 reasons why your girl has decided to keep her makeup collection small. Of course, small subjective, right? Like it's 100% subjective. You know, there's probably going to be someone watching this who has one lipstick, one concealer, one foundation, one blush, one setting powder, living her best life, and she gonna be like, small for who? And then there's gonna be ladies watching this who have a whole room full of makeup that they get love and joy and pleasure from, and they're gonna be looking at me like, I mean, how you gonna do your face, T? How you gonna do your face? So whatever end of the spectrum you're on, you know, or even in between, number 1, thanks for watching, girl, hey. And number 2, as long as whatever you have is bringing you joy, then do your thing, girl. And that's really the reason why I wanted to make this video, is because my makeup collection was not bringing me joy. And that's what I want to talk about today, in case you are in the exact same spot. So let's get into the 3 reasons why your girl has decided to keep her makeup collection to a minimum. How about that? The number 1 reason. I am learning as I go through life and learn a little bit more about myself and really become more self-aware. I am learning that chaos in my life creates chaos in my mind. When there is too much clutter and stuff and things around me, and it's not even just my makeup, you know, that's my clothes, my shoes, you know, girl, my car, you know, that's like the pots and pans in my kitchen, like, period. When there is too many things in my surroundings, it creates chaos and non-productivity. It prevents me from being as productive and as focused as I could possibly be. I am someone who needs more streamlined, more minimal options and choices. I need to keep things on a smaller scale so that I have the opportunity to be more focused and more creative as well. You know, a couple months back, I was looking at my makeup and it was just giving me anxiety. I mean, it was just bringing me some serious heart palpitations. And at first I thought it was because it just wasn't organized, because I have accumulated a lot more makeup than I ever thought I would, and I have a very small space for it, so it was kind of out of control. You couldn't see everything. Things were just kind of thrown in bags and stuff like that. You just really couldn't see anything. And so I thought to myself, okay, you know what? Just organize it, girl. You know you like organization. That's how you were whenever you were at work. Why would you think that you could be any different? So I went to TJ Maxx. I got me some really pretty organizers. Y'all, I took everything out, put it on the floor. And after I threw up, you know, that point where like you're on a mission, but then you get to that point where you're like, oh my Lord, what did I do? After I threw up, I started making piles. So, you know, this was the keep, this was the love, this was the throwaway because it's so old it don't need to be on nobody's face. And then the pile that I could either give away to friends and family, or I could send to shelters, or I could send to Project Beauty Share. And so I just started going through it, and the more I cleaned and decluttered, just the better it all felt. And so now I have some organization going on. It's still organized chaos, but you can see everything. I know what's there. I know what I love. And I thought to myself, okay, all right, now we're feeling good about it. Now we can relax. But what I came to realize was that the most relaxing part wasn't necessarily the organization, but it was getting rid of stuff that wasn't bringing me joy, and it was being able to give stuff that I could to other people. I can't even tell you how good it felt to give makeup to people who, you know, I've mentioned this before, not everyone in my life is big makeup fans. You know, some people are like, T, you so extra. Most people are like, T, you so extra, you know, but they still, because I force it into the conversation, and because they know me, they know my brand, they know my channel, they do talk about it and they are interested in it. So being able to give something to someone who I knew wouldn't buy it for themselves, but I knew whether it was from their coloring or whether it's from their personality, being able to give them things, give them makeup that still had a lot in it, that was still fantastic, that, was nice quality products, being able to give them that and seeing the joy on their face was, I can't even describe to you how good that made me feel. It was because I felt like, okay, it's actually giving somebody joy. It's not sitting on my shelf looking ridiculous, like it's getting some use, you know what I mean? And that is what I realized was really bringing me a lot of joy, not necessarily just the organization. So it's gonna, with the fact that, again, this is my channel, this is my brand, this is my job now. It can be a little bit difficult because, I'm still going to be trying stuff out. But I think what it comes down to is, number one, I'm just going to have to get more samples. I'm going to have to get my butt up and drive to Sephora. And not the local one, because the one 30 minutes away from me doesn't necessarily, it's a Sephora and a JCPenney, so it doesn't necessarily always have like the newest stuff or anything. So what I'm going to have to do is just get my butt up and drive to Charlotte, get some samples. So that'll help, that'll allow me to still be able to try things out, but keep everything to a minimum. And then when I can get samples of, bring it in, try it, review it, let it do what it do, and then let it go right back out the door. Give it away to who I can give it to. Just release it, right? Just thank you for helping me. Thank you for doing what you need to do. And just letting it go. Just letting it go right out the door. That, I feel like, is really going to align more with my life and my purpose, and really with my values as well. The second reason why I'm deciding to do that is because along that first line, I realized I was keeping makeup to say I had makeup. As a beauty channel or as a beauty brand now, I felt like if you're all about beauty, girl, you better have some makeup. When people come to your house, they better see lots of makeup. They better see way more makeup than they would see in their own collection or in just someone who just recreationally, right? Like it's a drug. Anyways, but if they come to your house, they need to see this big display of makeup. And that's just not, in my opinion, it's not true. You don't have to have a lot of makeup to know about makeup, right? Like, it was silly. It really was. It was silly, and now that I think about it, I'm a little bit ashamed of that even whole thought process, because hopefully if you watched any of my videos, you find value from what I'm talking about. I try to be very honest about my perspective and what I know and what I don't know. But you don't have to have a lot of makeup to know about makeup. It doesn't work that way. And again, I think that's another thing that was really kind of sitting heavy on my heart, is it seemed a bit ridiculous and a bit untrue to me and to whoever was seeing it, who I was talking to. That's not even my perspective anyways. I really am about being simplistic, but again, I'm also about finding the joy. Again, just like I said before, if you have a whole room full of makeup and you are feeling joy and contentment, then I deny no one any type of happiness, but the problem was it wasn't bringing it to me. And when I got real about myself, the reason why I was holding on to a lot of it just seemed really, really silly, So really coming to terms with that and being honest with myself, I realized, again, I don't have to have this huge makeup collection to be able to say I know about makeup. If I can talk intelligently about it and I can give you my perspective and the things I've tried and then my experience, to me, that's enough, because I would listen to someone coming from that perspective as well. I wouldn't be like, girl, you only have 3 drawers of makeup. What do you know? No. And the third reason why your girl has decided to keep her makeup collection small is that I honestly realized that I was depending on the reviews to bring in the views. Get it? That was terrible. I realized that I was depending on makeup reviews to bring in traffic to my channel, which makes sense, right? Let's be honest. As a small channel, as a small creator, it makes sense that you need to be you need to be on the new, right? Like you need to be doing what's trending, and you need to be doing what's going to be searchable in YouTube. You got to be able to be searchable. And people who come to my channel normally aren't looking for Lady T Sievers, right? Like, if you are, hey girl, they're not looking for Lady T Sievers. They're looking for Pat McGrath. They're looking for Natasha Denona. They're looking for primers. When they're looking for specific things, and hopefully my content is on that first page and they're finding me through that search, and that's great. But what my analytics has told me, and I'm really excited about, is that while those reviews do bring in traffic and views, they don't bring in subscribers, and they don't bring high metrics for me. So, which is great news for me, because now I realize that yes, I'm going to keep doing reviews, because again, I feel like for me to be able to come at you guys with my perspective, I need to be trying things. I need to be out of the box. I need to be getting out of my comfort zone. I've got to be able to come from a well-rounded perspective. So I'm definitely going to keep trying reviews, because I still do need that traffic. And again, I like trying products. And coming on here and talking to you guys from my perspective about these products, and hopefully helping someone else out there who's in the same boat, who looks like me, who's got my same issues. Hopefully, giving you the information you need to make you feel better about that next purchase. So while I'm definitely still going to be doing reviews, where I was going was that my best videos, honestly, guys, are ones where it's all about my perspective. Whether I'm talking about my favorite primers, or if I'm talking about my issues or my concerns, those are the videos, those are my evergreen content that continues to bring in people on a daily. It's like, once the Pat McGrath concealer hype has gone down, there's still people searching for their favorite primers, or there's still people out there searching for the best concealer for dry under eye. And those are the videos that are bringing people in. In fact, a video I did like a year ago is my primer video. It still to this day brings me traffic and subscribers, brings people to this page and this community, and builds it on a constant. It is still one of my number one videos, and that is on the first page of Google search, or YouTube search and Google search. And yes, I'm bragging just a bit. I'm bragging just a bit, because that's huge for me. It really is. It takes me from the vanity metrics. It takes me from the vanity metrics of likes and views, and it takes me into literally what people want to see, what people want to hear from me, and what's bringing people to the channel. So with all that being said, I like to give more perspective. I like to come at you guys with more of, tried this and this was crappy. I like coming at you guys with more of that versus just focusing on the reviews. So for me, my analytics really just took a weight off my shoulder, really, and let me know that I can bring valuable content, but I don't have to necessarily bring product reviews. There are channels out there who do a fantastic job of bringing product reviews. They stay on the new, they stay on the up and up. They're reviewing every product, they're talking about it, and they're great channels. And while, again, I need to keep mixing things up and keep putting that content on the channel, it makes me feel good to know that I can be a little bit more creative, and I can come from a little bit more of a lifestyle. That's not what I want to say. What do I want to say? I don't even know. But anyways, I just realized, focusing on just reviews, yes, it is bringing the initial traffic, but content from my perspective and on other things is really bringing people in as well. So with all that being said, this video is almost 15 minutes long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. But with all that being said, these are just the 3 reasons why Lady T Sievers, your girl, has decided she gonna keep that makeup collection small. Like we gonna keep it on a manageable. We're gonna keep it on a manageable level. I'm not gonna buy any more organization or anything like that, because at this point in time, you come in, you go out. Like, right, if something comes in, something's got to go out. Like we We ain't getting any bigger than what we're at right now. And these are just my reasons. And definitely comment down below whether you have a makeup vault or whether you have none at all, or whether you got that one tube of lipstick that you love and that's all you need. Definitely comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, because I love different perspectives. That's what it's all about, right? And I love the different people that we have in this community. So I hope you don't mind a look. But I do hope this information helps someone else out there. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. While you're here on my channel, take a look around, see what else your girl has to offer. And if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye.